Hi everybody, it's Bruce. Brucifer. I'm making apple crisp again. This time this one's for my brother who is recovering at home. He was in a serious car accident in August 9th. 2 months later, he's out of jail. He's out of, might as well be jail. Those hospital foods are enough to make you thin away. He literally lost a lot of weight. So I said I would do an apple crisp, so I'm gonna do the one I just did recently, and just be a little more clarificated with it so that you know what is being done. Okay, so I'm doing I'm trying to get it's imperial that I'm using this time, not butter. It was really good last time, but I'm not going to bake it for 55 minutes. I wanted it really dark, like a nice dark look, and it ended up being really good, but dry. And I'm not putting nutmeg in it this time. It's just going to have cinnamon. The nutmeg, it was 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, and it was actually 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, and I put the 2 plus 1, and it should have been like an 1/8 or a 1/4 of a teaspoon of nutmeg. It was so strong, it numbed your tongue while you ate the apple crisp. So I don't want to numb his tongue. I want it to be like my mom's one, but nobody can bake like your mother, right? We're all trying to, but it's not going to work. Okay, so let's get going. So you need your temperature on your oven to be 350. You're going to grease an 8x8 dish. We'll put that aside at the moment. We're going to nuke our butter or parquet or whatever you're using. You're going to need 2 dishes. Oh Lord. You got to do your... I'm watching NASCAR in the background, and they keep interrupting the car race with this stupid wind warning. And it's not even for our area because NASCAR's in the States. It's in Kansas. So of course right now they're having a wind warning. Don't want to whip or tornado or anything. Okay. So you're going to need 2 bowls because you're going to do 2 sets of mixtures and put them aside. Okay? If it doesn't get more difficult or not. And I'm wearing my glasses because I need to see what I'm doing. Everything that's up close, I can't see it. It's all blurry. I can see far away great, but not up close. So I'm going to try and do it with my glasses on. I look like Clark Kent with them on. Okay, so, and my hands are clean. I'll take this frigging ring off. It's way too, my hands are swelling. So I'm just going to rinse my hands off quickly. Now, what I'm going to do is use my hands to mix the stuff up, because I tried using the blender and literally the whole kitchen ended up wearing the flour. So I'm going to whip it up nice and fast. Okay. So, let's get on with it. You're going to need 1 cup of brown sugar. It doesn't say to pack it, so try not to pack it. Pack it if you want. I mean, it just means it's going to be sweet. So, and I'm in sock feet today. Bare feet. our car show went to the Arbutus Ridge Golf and Country Club. It was okay, but I wouldn't recommend the place, unfortunately. Okay, 1 cup of brown sugar, which is pretty bad when you get your meal and it's cold and you're expecting a warm meal. I think they need to invest in some the warming racks for the meals, and I would suggest putting the plates in the oven or having a plate warmer. What a thought! Because our meal was cold by the time we got it, and they had 4 tables to serve. 4 large tables. Anyway, now brown sugar, 1 cup of rolled oats. I'm going to get crumbs of brown sugar in my oats. Alright, I only use this for apple crisp anyway. 1 cup. 1 cup of flour, half a cup of butter. Mix and put it aside. Okay. 1 cup of rolled oats. Wow, I'm going to have to buy some more rolled oats. Okay, and 1 cup of flour. Sugar, flour. Where's my corn pepper? Oh my Lord. I have to de-hair my... I don't want to co-ed my flour with sugar and oats. Okay, this isn't good for someone who's a celiac. Okay, where's my... Wow. My tool for leveling is not here. Oh Lord. Hang on. Just use a knife. My fingers are in the way. All right. 1 cup of flour. I might have needed a bigger bowl, but oh well. It's real life. You know, work with what you have, right? Exactly. So, and now you're gonna put I'm gonna mix it right now before I put the butter into it, because it's gonna hit yeah, literally. I didn't, now if I put the mixer into this, it'd be a friggin' fiasco. Okay, pour the butter in. And you need to towel dry your towels. That didn't come out right. Towel dry your apples, because they need to be warm butter in my fingers. Oh, that feels so divine. Okay. What was I gonna say? My brain's gone blank. Oh Lord. Old age is hitting me fast and furious. Good God. I can't rewind and fast forward. Anyway, don't worry what I said, just mix, and don't worry about anything. It all combines itself in the end. Now, Lord. In this mixture, you're going to do 2 separate things, but I'm going to, you take half the mixture and put it in the bottom of the dish. Then you put your apples in the middle, and put more topping on the top. So I'm gonna do that right now instead of putting it aside. The recipe shouldn't take you in any more than 20 minutes, 24 minutes to combine it. Oh God, come on now. And just make a thin layer mixture on the bottom of your, just a little bit more. And it's way better if you use your hands to mix it because it's less trouble. And probably less mess because you're not using a blender or mixer or anything. You just do it by hand. So there you go. You get a thin layer. It's very thin. Okay, you put that there. And if you've happened to misjudge and shoot your flour across your countertop, put it back into your mixture and add it. Okay, now I'll put that aside. De-butter my hands. De-butter. It's like I had furry cheese and I had to defur my cheese. Remember that recipe, everybody? That was making my cheese scones, which my sister Elaine said, I hope you make more than just sweet stuff because, I'm going, yeah, I will. I'll be making my cheese buns. They're like a scone, but not really. They're like a crumpet. They're about maybe, you know, that size, round, and they don't rise. They're filled with cheese, and then you do a butter garlic spread. My landlord really likes them, so I make them for them. Okay. Now, you're going to make your apple sugar mixture. So it's just sugar and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon and half a cup of white sugar. And that's it. It's a real easy recipe. I like it, but I'm not doing what I did last time. Okay, now shake it like a dog. There you go. Half a cup of sugar. Don't have to use the knife. Just shake it like a dog. Okay. And 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Not a tablespoon, teaspoon. I did that one time. I mistakenly used the wrong measurement. It was just a little stronger than normal. Okay. That's it. That's all you do. Okay. And then we have to whisk this up. That's it. Nice and easy. And we have to, hang on here. Throw my shit in the sink. There we go. I don't need it. Okay. Grab a cookie sheet. My landlord, I'm like, I went for the paper towels and I couldn't find them. He had taken them out to the carport. So I kind of gave him shit. That's not where they live. They live in the kitchen. Anyway, so take your apples. Now I'm pretty sure I chopped up more than 3 cups. That's all you need. So drain the lemon juice from them. Okay. And on here it has a measuring, oh Lord, where are we? 1, 2, Yeah, I got a cup and a half, but yeah, what the hell. The more apples shouldn't make a difference. Okay, so, and they're chunky, really chunky. So, take your paper towel. Oh darn, we need a new roll. And just pat them dry. Shake them like a dog. Pat them dry. The drier the better. And then you just take your apples. I'm just gonna get them as dry as I can. They've been sitting in that for a while. Okay. Okay, so we bring this where you can see it. Okay. All right. Now you can throw a wrench into it if you want. I got this cranberry mix, which is it's got walnuts, cranberries, sunflower seeds, poppy seeds, almonds, and you could do a little light sprinkle of that into the bottom as well. Put your apples and then run it through. But I'm not going to do that because my brother's expecting plain old apple crisp. If I was going to do that, I'd do it and make my landlord eat it. Okay. Just means that you're going to evenly put the chunky apples everywhere. So if you get a little over the 3 cups, it's not a biggie. I'm just getting deferring my it's the leftover things that fall on apple, you know. I don't know what that it's just the outside part of the apple, you know, the end of the core part. Yeah. Okay. They shouldn't be. I didn't put cinnamon in with them. It's definitely the outside coring that's doing that. And it's not a big deal if your apples decide to brown, because let's be honest, folks, they're going in the oven and they're going to get baked. And apples don't stay white. They go brown when they're baked. So it doesn't, in my opinion, make a hell of a lot of difference to not bother putting your apples in a wet liquid. It just doesn't make any sense. Okay, so you take your cinnamon sugar and you sprinkle it over the top of your apples. You're not adding any water to this at all. It's baking in its own juices. Oh, God, this smells good. My brother is gonna love it. And make sure you cover all of the apples. Okay. Good stuff. Then you take the leftover. You can shake it too. Okay, take the leftover topping and cover your apples all over. And then it goes in the oven for 45 minutes at 350. All right. Cover that really well. I'm right-handed, so I tend to put stuff and you just spin the dish around so that you get it all covered. And lightly pat it when you get it all kind of figured out where it's all going. Okay. Good stuff. Okay, now you lightly pat it down and everything is well covered. By making it 4.5 cups of apples, well, I'm pretty sure I did almost 4 cups of apples. But that was three large, and they're Spartan apples. Okay. All right, just like that. See? And you see the apples in between. Then you bake them in the oven for 45 minutes. Okay. Put it in the middle of the oven. And I will show you what it looks like when it comes out of the oven. I just won't be carving into it because it's for my brother. Okay, so that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the recipe. Subscribe, and I'll try not to keep making the same recipe over and over again. I just found my last one, because I was all over the map, this time it went really well. So it did me, 21 minutes. Like, I think I beat my game the first time. Okay, so I will make some cheese scones the next time. So stay tuned and subscribe. So every time I post something, you'll get a little alert. Awesome. Have a great day, folks. And I look better without glasses. Bye now.